day-to-day ride, just a boring old travel day. So I might have found a decent deal on another Can-Am. So we may or may not end up with 2 Can-Ams again. We'll see. We are currently driving from McCall, Idaho to St. Anthony, Idaho to possibly buy another Can-Am. Now, we don't currently have a second trailer, but we'll figure it out, I guess. What do you think? Is this a good decision?
TBD.
Very abrupt decision?
Yeah.
I mean, I slept on it longer than normally, though. I had like 24 hours of sleep on it.
It was 2 days rather than just like 1 day.
That's progress, folks. Alright, we just test drove it. What do you think?
I really like the wrap.
Yeah.
The wrap is really cool.
How cool, how sick would that thing look on the top of our truck?
I like it.
I like it. It's been ridden a little bit harder than I was expecting, but I mean, how am I gonna ride it? You know? So
Yeah, you're one to talk.
So we'll see. We're gonna sleep on it and decide in the morning. We didn't sleep much last night because this guy over here was shitting his brains out all night.
So after a little bit of debating last night and sleeping on it and like talking it over and everything, we did finally decide to get the new Can-Am. So the wire transfer is on its way and it's a done deal, I guess, now. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that transfer to go through, we actually found a campsite about 8 miles down the road. So we are gonna take everything down there, get set up, then we'll come back and get the Can-Am and then drive it back to where we're camping.
All right, it's a done deal. We don't have a trailer for it. We don't have any way to transport it, but it's a done deal. We own it.
His thinking is, how can we, not how can't we?
We'll figure it out.
Famous last words.
Our plan is, I think we're gonna keep the red one, the one we just bought. We're gonna keep that one, and we're actually gonna end up selling Blueberry, but we're gonna swap some stuff over first before we do that. So we have quite the to-do list. What's up?
You ready to go get our new toy?
Yeah. Woo! Love you.
Love you.
I like having 2 Can-Ams. Ready, set, go! We just got back to our campsite with the second Can-Am, and now we're going to start the process of swapping parts over. We're going to take the roof off, the cargo rack, the box, radios, wheels, steering wheel. And then the Blueberry is going to be up for sale.
We're gonna call it a night now. We did get a lot accomplished. It feels like we got the storage box switched, we got steering wheel switched, door bags, roof also, and then tomorrow it's just wheels and ruggeds. Feeling pretty accomplished.
Heck yeah. Mosquitoes are coming out though.
Yep, so time to go inside. Day 2 of swapping Can-Ams. We have basically spent all day swapping around tires, and it hasn't been the easiest thing because we've had to de-bead the bead locks and then obviously reseat them. And we've actually come up with a pretty good trick on how to de-bead them. It works pretty slick. So the trick is to put ratchet straps around the tire and the floor jack. Tighten up the straps and then lift the floor jack, and the jack will push the tire and de-bead it. Right, there you go.
Got it.
And then you just add some soap and water and then pull it out. Easy.
Now the fun job of putting on the beadlock rings with the 1,000 or so bolts. All right, on this last rim, for the life of me, I cannot get the bead to seat. So I'm gonna do the old like brake clean torch trick. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. Oops, I knocked the camera over, but I got it. I was grabbing the air hose before the air sucked back into it, so I got it.
Well, after a couple days of swapping accessories and working on the new red one, we're finally almost done.
I just gotta tidy up some stuff with the doors, adjust them and whatnot.
So what all did we swap over from the blue one to the red one? We have the intrusion bars.
The light bar, which didn't come off the blue one, but it came off the green one. We just never put it on the blue one. The roof.
The mirrors. And then we also switched the tire rack over and the link box.
Put the whip on it.
This is what the wheels look like now. So we swapped the rims into these tires and then painted the bead locks. We put in the ruggeds and we also moved the key to over here.
So the reason we moved the key is because I am so freaking tall. When I have my seat where I like it to ride, my knee would always hit the key. So we always have to move the key on every Can-Am we get.
And then we did the steering wheel. Swapped the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Put in a street legal kit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The blinkers and horn and stuff.
And then while we were doing the street legal kit, actually, we had the whole front end off. And when that was off, we realized that whoever put the shocks in, put them in backwards.
Like not from the factory. The guy we bought this from swapped in shocks from a newer one because he took the shocks off of this one and put it on his newer one. Whatever. But he put the shocks in backwards and like started to like ruin the shocks. It's a dang good thing we caught it in time and there was only like probably 10 miles on these shocks, but they still put a pretty good groove in the aluminum.
So when we noticed that, then we took those out and cleaned them up and painted the tops of the shocks also.
So now after we've owned this thing for like a week,
we can
we're
finally
almost
ride
ready
it.
to go ride it.
And while we've been dealing with this thing, we've also came up with a name for it.
It's Foxy Roxy. It's red.
I came up with it. I thought it was pretty great.
She's come up with all of them. All right, we got the new X3 all buttoned up. Got everything done. So we are going to head into town. We're going to go get some gas because it's like empty, of course. Buy something and it's empty, always. And then we're going to wash it and then we're going to run to the dunes and test it out.
First test drive. Woohoo!
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the
all cleaned up. Well, I shouldn't say final product. We do have a couple of things we're planning. But man, that wrap looks good.
Frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go healing. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste when my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb.
I know what you're thinking. Don't do it.
Don't do what?
You're gonna try going up this one right here, and that thing's freaking gigantic. Don't do it. No! We're gonna put links in the description below for all of the accessories that we have on it. So what do you guys think? Do you think this one looks better than Blueberry? Because we think it does.